We're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat? In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Carr now on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On play action, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Carr going to throw. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders 7, Chargers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18.
We got three.
Herbert off of play action.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Raiders 14. Chargers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here, Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 2nd down, Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Switch up, switch up.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by DJ Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0.
Raiders 21, Chargers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
On the return, Walker.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
21-0 our score after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
93.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a play fake. Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Check, check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Even the great ones.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw again on second down. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, mine's 50. Mine's 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
36-yard line.
Hey, 4 down.
Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, LA! His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chargers 7. Taiwan to kick off for the Chargers.
Long now will kick it away, following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On the counter, Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Caught by Allen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there, and second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Chris Rumph. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sack, they'll come up now, third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Herbert.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Herbert off the bootleg.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Running on first down, Eckler. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. The Raiders Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Offense set to get this drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2nd and 10.
They run again with Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a toss running left, Hunt. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The Carr's throw there complete to Ruggs.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Try to run with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. His kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Herbert going to throw. Finding Allen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Las Vegas, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.